Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Off the Muda Scale Wrestling Podcast.
It's your combination of trio of Miguel and I guess Brian and I guess Austin. But,
What, a combination of trio?
yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
He's making up new words. Let him.
Yeah. I was going to say voluptuous for a second. I'm like, wait, that's not appropriate.
I'll take it.
Why isn't that? That's fine.
I'll take it.
That's fine.
I would love to be considered voluptuous.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we are covering WWE Monday Night Raw on January the 4th.
Legends Night.
Legends Night!
Oh, man.
Yay!
Weren't you excited to see all your favorite legends like Carlito and...
He wasn't there.
Nope.
Who else wasn't there? Somebody else was not there.
God, a female one. I just watched the review for it and I don't
Yeah.
remember. But like they had all your other favorites, like Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
And the Tonka that stood in the back.
Yep.
Okay,
And-
hold on. So Tatanka is actually Native American, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like full blood Native American.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
I don't know.
He's not red face.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, that's
It
a
was-
good thing. But
It was a little silly that he was the only one in like his
full costume.
full costume.
Yeah.
Like Sergeant Slaughter was there with like a camo jacket, whatever,
He had a hat.
and the hat. But Tatanka could have just been in regular clothes.
Yeah.
He didn't need to be in literally the whole.
I mean, if he wanted to, that's one thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
man.
still, like you had like Tori Wilson there, and she was just in regular clothes.
I don't
But
know,
like,
man.
well, for Tatanka specifically, if he wanted to do the full get up just because it's him,
Sure, yeah.
whatever.
yeah.
I
Let him
understand
do-
that.
Let him do what he wants to do.
But that's the thing. I don't know if that was his
Yeah,
decision.
exactly, yeah.
I hope it was his decision. That's all I'm saying. If it was, cool. If not, come on.
Yeah.
That's a bit much. But yeah, Legends, hooray!
we started off with Hogan.
with the H phone.
I'm confused. What was the point of this?
I don't know.
Like it's a regular phone
It's a social media plug.
To call.
to call Hogan.
Oh man, I want to call Hulk Hogan.
I really don't.
I want to talk to Hulk Hogan.
To
the
talk
hell would
about
you tell
what?
Hulk Hogan?
I don't know. Hey man, what's up? What's how's it going?
When are you gonna bring back Hollywood? Or can I
Yeah.
have a pair of those boots too?
Yeah,
I want the Hollywood boots.
Yeah,
Or the bike. I'll also take the Hollywood bike. That
the
Bischoff
with the with his
gave-
face on him.
Yeah, the one
Oh,
that he gifted him.
That was pretty great. I wonder if he still has that.
Oh, he better.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, and to ask him if he give me like one of the Vipers that he has, because I'm sure he
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
million of them still.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the V12, like Vipers?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, like Dodge Vipers.
Yeah.
You know, that was the thing. Oh, you know, you're gonna get a bunch of Vipers and Harleys if you join the NWO. And like
Oh,
when
shit.
when Trillionaire Ted was funding it, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
That was the whole point. That's how they got giant. They gave him like 30 Harleys and 12 Vipers.
Is that real?
No.
Okay.
That was the dumb thing. Was like, oh, I've got, Hogan's giving me a bunch of Viper, Dodge Viper, and then I've got like 3 Harleys now, this big house, and it's all thanks to Hollywood Hogan. It was like, oh man,
That's horrible.
I'll join the NWO if I get a bunch of cool cars
That
and
is true.
motorcycles.
A free
Well,
house.
it's
What?
not the first time that's going to be brought up tonight.
Why?
Reasons.
Okay.
I
But
think.
yeah, it was weird. H phone. I don't know why.
Because I guess Hogan's getting into the phone business.
No, please don't.
Gonna tag team up with Verizon, and then you're gonna see the H phone on all your favorite
Hollywood
local locations.
Wireless.
Oh man, I'll sign up.
I wouldn't. Not even.
Why
not
not?
even a little.
Got
Funny shit
shitty
coverage.
yeah.
Hey brother.
That's
But yeah.
the only ringtone you get. Too.
Yeah.
Miz TV.
Hooray!
Yay!
They make sure to like
What are you
run
talking
down the
about?
show.
Yay, hooray. Shut up, both of you.
Why?
Ew. That's my reaction.
Miz
It
TV's
wasn't a
fine.
hooray of like I was actually happy. It was like a hooray.
Yeah, even a sarcastic hooray.
Ah, man.
I will not take it.
Okay, but
Yeah,
they're talking shit, normal.
Yeah, and they bring down Kofi.
Kofi and the new and Xavier New Day show up.
This was weird, man.
Why?
Like, were they trying for comedy when like Kofi and them were trying to make fun of the Miz's like TV section?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
don't think it worked. It was kind of dumb.
I mean, clearly it was
kinda
bad
dumb.
writing.
it's like, oh man, look, Woods is now like a chef because there's like a cooking section, and then all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
I do appreciate Morrison's like little quips here and there, like
Yeah.
his little bits, but other than that,
I'm
like,
wondering
whatever.
how much of that is improv versus written.
that has to be
I don't know.
scripted, dude.
I
There's
don't know.
no way. Maybe like Morrison's reaction.
That's what I'm saying.
But
yeah.
like the majority of that has to be scripted.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like as Ryan, the quips and the reactions and stuff. I want to say I hope that's just John Morrison.
Oh
Being,
man, you think like they have it like the janitor from Scrubs where it says, "Hey man, just like talk about something," and then Morrison just fills in the gap?
Yeah,
Oh man, that'd be rad.
I hope so.
Did he actually do that?
Yeah.
In Scrubs?
Yeah,
I
because like
hated
they
his
felt like
character.
the first time the janitor was on the show, like the writers found him so hilarious that after a while they're like, "Hey, we're just gonna leave this section to you to do whatever the hell you want.
Oh,
Say
all
whatever
right.
you want," and then
Cool.
like he'd go off on random tangents sometimes and weird shit.
I can respect that, but having rewatched Scrubs recently, like the whole series, I can officially say I hate the character.
Really?
Oh, man,
Like,
come on.
like super hate the character.
All right.
He's
Well, as
super,
long as you don't hate the Todd, then
well, no one hates the Todd.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on.
But
we gotta apply those rules in this place.
So
Banana
our
hammocks everywhere.
Scrubs podcast.
Yeah, we're talking about Scrubs now. But yeah, New Day and Miz kind of are getting at each other, and then who shows up? Teddy Long! Yay, holla at a player.
Clearly senile Teddy Long.
Teddy Long.
Apparently.
Well, it was the whole joke because that was his thing when he was the SmackDown GM in during the SmackDown 6 and the Good Days.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was it was either you're gonna go 1-on-1 against the Undertaker to get beat up basically when the Undertaker was dominant back then,
okay.
or you're gonna be in a tag match.
This is what. Wait, what taker was this at that point?
It was the end of Biker Taker.
Okay.
Transitioning into modern Taker, what he's been basically
okay, so
since
back
then.
to like Necromancer Taker.
Not even that, because
Well,
we've
it's
had
like post taker.
post Taker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's more of the idea of the Undertaker was what he became.
I don't think he's ever since he became post biker taker. I guess.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone full into the necromancer.
Not at all.
role,
No.
So,
And that's just because of how rarely he shows up. I
Oh,
mean, he was
man.
still there a lot then, but ever since really like 2012, he basically shows up very rarely.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
to
that's
be
kind
like
of the
scary,
thing.
like Dead Man.
Yeah, but
And
he's
shoot
not like
lightning into the ring, and
He became scary old man.
yeah. He's definitely not Ministry Taker.
Yeah.
oh,
And
man,
he's
what-
not, he's not 97, 96, 97 feud with Mankind Taker.
Oh man, that was a good
Was
one.
that like even like a separate thing? That
Yeah.
wasn't just necromancer taker.
So I mean that kind of was when they were developing it.
Okay.
Because
So
when
when
he
are we
first
gonna
showed
get
up,
like super old man Taker, where it's like, oh, here's like Walker Taker.
I mean,
and then
we're
like here's like
basically-
wheelchair Taker after a
we're
while.
basically at that point.
Yeah. I guess.
But yeah,
Damn
so Teddy Long is gonna put Miz and Morrison in a handicap match against the Undertaker, but then
Adam Pearce comes
Adam
out.
Pearce comes out and like, hey buddy, Undertaker's not here. You're okay, right? And then okay, well, then a tag match, hooray! It definitely seemed like Adam Pearce was the minder to come out to be like, hey buddy, how you doing today?
Yeah.
Let's go back inside. You know.
he's the caretaker of like
Yeah.
the old home, man.
But yeah, Miz and Morrison versus New Day. I mean, it's a solid match.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's four solid performers. You know, given time. I don't know how long it was between start and this match, but it didn't feel like a long time.
No, not for this
So-
one.
I don't like. Correct me if I'm inaccurate here,
Uh-huh.
but Morrison,
Yeah.
like his cells kind of remind me a lot of like some certain other wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if Shawn Michaels was like that at all too.
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. See,
we,
I'm not,
we were
I'm not
even
too
we
far
were even
off.
talking about that when we were watching. Is
Yeah.
Morrison is almost he's not on the level of 06 SummerSlam HBK when
Well,
it was
yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh man, that one.
But you know, he's one of the guys that sells really well and he has a particular style
Yeah.
and it's memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
he's
it's
like Ziggler
noticeable.
selling. It's
It's
fine.
like Ziggler.
Kinda like
They both sell well.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Ziggler does sell well, but I think Morrison is on a bit of a different level here.
Maybe.
From what I've seen.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
But yeah, I mean, this was super cool.
Yeah, it was a solid little match here and there. But
Like
like,
a couple of really interesting spots. That's for sure.
yeah, I did like the spinning forearm from Woods. That was
Yeah.
actually kind of cool. And then what was the other spot? Oh,
That's
the
a cool-
running
that's a
knee
cool
from
move he
Woods to
does.
Morrison. Like, oh man. I mean, I was taken out of the match because of the dumb segment earlier, and I'm like, I don't. Really
I could see
care
that.
about this.
It was just weird.
Like-
I mean, as soon as they were having that stuff and Teddy Long came out, I was like saying his lines as he was saying them.
Yes.
Because I knew exactly what was going to happen. Like, oh, 1-on-1 with the Undertaker, and I was calling it, and I'm like, oh, after that, here's a tag match, and then it happened. It's this. I understand why they did this Raw, and almost every single beat of this entire show, I was like writing ahead of time, basically. Like,
man.
I know how this is going to go next, and it did. I know how this is going to go next, and it did.
Austin. Oof.
And it was, I guess it was not bad in that sense, but kind of
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, so the New Day do win.
Yep.
But then like their victory celebration is weird because like Kofi's on the top rope with his like legs on either side of the rope, and he's just like rubbing his dick up and down the rope.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No,
what
okay,
are you
hold
doing?
on.
Why are you molesting the rope?
No, that
Why
was he wasn't like rubbing his dick or anything.
what-
Like wait, who was it?
Kofi.
Kofi.
Oh yeah, Kofi. Okay.
Yeah,
hold on.
like Xavier was just I forgot what.
Xavier was like swing.
Yeah, he was swinging on it,
Back
but, like,
and forth
Kofi's
on
just
the
like-
rope. Yeah, that was funny.
rubbing his like scent all over the top rope.
New
to
Day
claim
have
the
always done
ring.
weird shit like that.
Whatever.
Like they're like rubbing their junk on the belts and doing hip gyrations and
goddamn.
sexual movements.
I don't know if either of you remember this specific move, but I do recall one move where one of the New Day, they have Morrison in the corner,
Yeah.
and they like kind of like go to throw him, but Morrison does like a backflip type of thing. No. Shoot. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but like someone slams Morrison, and when he hits the ground, he comes back up, does a flip, and then hits the floor
yeah.
again.
Oh, man.
I know you remember that move.
No, it's pretty nice. Yeah, that's the thing. Get hit and then you get up for a second and you fall again. Ric Flair did that a lot.
Yeah, but this was like okay, he hit,
then
did a flip,
Yes.
and then
And
like hit the
again?
ground,
Yeah.
landed.
Oh,
Like
man.
that was cool.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's it's him being ridiculous, obviously,
But like
but it still looks cool.
personally,
Yeah.
like that appeals to me.
Oh, for sure.
That's
man.
fucking like
It's great.
It's not just like
That's how
funny.
hard he got hit.
It's entertaining.
Oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
like okay, he didn't get hit that hard, obviously, but like
Yeah.
that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
No, he did get hit that hard, Brian. That's the
Oh, no.
better
I
part.
feel- now I just
he
feel
wasn't
bad for
selling.
him.
That's just how ridiculously hard he got hit.
Damn, a lot of energy. going on.
Yeah. New Day wins. Cool.
Oh, but then we get a recap of last week.
Yep.
Of like what happened to Alexa, and immediately after the recap, we go to Orton with Charlie Caruso.
And apparently he did not light her on fire.
Yeah, what a chicken shit! Like,
Boo.
get out of here, Orton.
Boo.
Oh, we also find out that like the voices in his head are back.
Meh.
Like I am annoyed and
I mean,
There you go.
that works. I guess.
Summarizes all of our feelings about this. Yeah, I'm just kind of over this now.
The Orton.
Yeah, Orton. Like,
Yeah, but
Bliss
now
Fiend
he's
stuff.
wrestling Drew again, so who cares?
Yeah, like okay, I guess we're gonna just. Oh, we didn't have anything planned. Bury it.
I mean, Alexa Bliss wasn't even on the show.
no, neither her
Yeah.
or the Fiend were gone.
I mean, I understand the Fiend. He's,
Yeah.
He's
He's
a
recovering.
charred corpse. But I wanted.
Is
Come
he
on.
like being coalesced from
Yeah.
his phylactery?
Well, it's like in Hellraiser. You got to like Alexa Bliss has to sacrifice dudes
oh
to
man,
bring
but
him
like since
back
they're
up.
both gone, what happens now?
No, she's killing dudes to bring him back.
But like, oh yeah, she's not around.
That's what
though.
she's doing.
She just smells like gasoline right now. That's
Yeah.
that's her only problem. But like, this was weird because Orton just said like, "Oh man, I hate myself for like not lighting her on fire." And that means like I'm gonna be more dangerous because like I care and I kind of hate myself. I'm like, what? Like, wouldn't it like if you don't care, you're more dangerous? Because
Yeah,
like,
you would think so. That's how it would work, right?
Nah, he's molding his hate.
so what?
Yeah, I don't know.
To go fight old men?
Yes.
Like
Like,
when he said that line, I was like,
He
okay,
said molding my hate.
yeah, he
my
literally
God.
said that line or something along that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like I was like, okay, turn my attention to my other monitor.
I'm out of here. I'm done.
And we also
But
find
yeah.
out that he's gonna remind the legends why he's a legend killer.
But
Don't do that.
Sure.
Please don't do that.
Oh,
he's gonna kick them in the head
I don't know.
and kill
man.
people.
Like he's gonna
Kick
Randy Orton is-
75-year-old
Yeah,
Sergeant Slaughter in the head and he
Oh,
dies.
God.
Randy Orton's picking on a bunch of old guys.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, that's not really like heel heat. That's just
Asshole.
stupid.
Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, I mean that was just Randy Orton. Cool.
ugh.
Hooray, he's the best
Yeah,
best
but
wrestler
we also
boy.
did find out later he's going against Drew. So I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
We already fucking saw this. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But
Go
after that,
home.
more legends.
Go
Yay!
Hey, we also find out that Angel Garza won the 24-hour championship during New Year's Eve.
Oh,
he
yeah,
did.
he did.
That's right.
Yeah.
What are they planning with him?
I don't know. Hey, it's
Be
sexy
funny,
Mexican.
be
Well,
funny, sexy Mexican man?
I think yes, something like that, because he's going around to all the ladies and the different, Charlie and Kayla and whatever, and giving them roses. And he gave a rose to what's her name? Dang it, she was wrestling like recently.
I was going to say Alicia Fox, but I don't
No,
think
no,
it was
no,
Alicia Fox.
it wasn't her. Although she was there at some point. But dang it, what's her name? Mickey James.
Mickey James, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
it written down. I'm like, aha.
He gave her a rose, like kind of thing. So just suave, sexy Mexican as the character.
I guess? Oh, man, this is where we also had Sergeant Slaughter right here.
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter, Tatanka was there.
I felt so bad for Tatanka. Like, I don't know where he lives.
Yeah.
But, like, he flew out here for what? To sit down on the ramp, watch a match, and then make, like, an 8-second cameo?
Yeah, I mean, we saw him we saw him a couple times, and we were talking about this before we started here. I hope it was his decision to wear all his stuff.
Yeah.
I really do, because if not, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
To make him like, oh, it's the Native American guy. Wear all your dumb bullshit.
Well, I know for like whenever he would do a cameo thing, I think he would just wear like the headdress part. I want to say.
Yeah, see, I would have been
that's
fine.
about it.
Him
and
with,
he's just wearing clothes.
regular clothes and the headdress. Oh, hey, it's Tatanka. Cool. Not all the fucking bullshit. It's like when Kane came out at the Undertaker's return thing.
Yes, and he's the only one. Like,
I know that he
wrestling
talked
outfit.
about that, and I didn't like look it up to see why he did it. He did it for a certain reason, but it's the same thing to me as nobody else was in their wrestling gear but Tatanka. Sergeant Slaughter was regular Sergeant Slaughter with like kind of like a blazer and whatever.
Yeah,
and he was just
James
there
in regular clothes.
It was just weird.
Just in case you don't remember who Tatanka is.
I guess.
That's the only reason I could think of.
How could you not remember who Tatanka is?
You weren't watching wrestling, or
Put a fucking headdress on him. That's all you need. You don't need all the other shit. It's just super weird.
oh man. Oh, then Sergeant Slaughter also called Garza a maggot.
That's
He did,
I mean that was that was his thing. So,
Yeah, I
like,
know.
Whatever. We got all the things tonight.
I mean, they did 2 million for ratings for this show.
But yeah, because I remember Hulk Hogan. I remember Jimmy
Carlito
Hart.
wasn't here, and that's what a lot of people wanted to see.
Why?
So according to him, he got the call and he says like, "Well, I'm not gonna fly over just for like an 8-second cameo.
Yeah.
If you want me to come over and wrestle, I'll do that, but not just to like, hey, here I am, and then that's it."
Were they gonna pay him?
I'm assuming so.
Fucking idiot! Why not?
Because he's probably doing other stuff. Like, hey, you're just gonna fly to Florida. You're probably
Fly
have
to
to get
Florida.
quarantined.
Get a huge bonus. I'll fucking do that.
Who knows how much?
That's what I'm saying. But like, if
we don't know how much they were even paying him.
it could have been worth it.
For
Maybe.
8 seconds,
Why- okay,
like out of his day. Like,
who wanted to see Carlito? Honestly,
Surprisingly, a lot of people on Twitter did. Like, they're more curious. Like, oh man, I actually want to see like what he does. He comes back. He wants to like do his like apple spitting nonsense on somebody, but like he didn't show up, so a lot of people were confused.
whatever.
But if that's also the case, it looks like whoever put out the advertisement for Carlito to come out like
Thought he was
clearly
gonna-
jumped the
yeah,
gun.
Yeah.
Because like, hey, if he said no and he's not coming, why even advertise him?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they probably were like, "Oh, he'll show up. It's Carlito. He'll WWE. You know, we'll
He'll
pay
do
him,
anything for money.
We'll pay him, $1,000.
apparently not.
But yeah,
We're just gonna pay him in apples. And he just decided no. What
Yes.
happened?
After that, we go into this sort of mini feud that has been built up over the last couple weeks with Elias versus AJ.
Oh yeah, that's right. With almost on AJ's side and double
Omos.
R. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Omos now.
It's Omos.
Ah, god damn it.
They
How many times?
changed
They've changed his name like 3 times.
his
now.
name a couple times. I'm pretty sure it was Almost with
It
an
was.
L
Yeah, they
It was
did say
added up.
almost before.
at
Yeah.
one point, and then it was Omos, and now it's Omos. But it's still
Omos.
spelled Omos, but it's Omos now,
Yeah. Apparently,
which is weird.
Amos cornered one of the talker guys.
Yeah,
Fuck, what are they called?
the interviewer,
No, the
commentators.
commentators.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
like he's like, well,
Oh,
the
yeah.
commentator was saying like, yeah, he cornered me in like backstage, and he said, it's Amos, I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of did that with Mustafa Ali, where he
Yeah.
specifically asked them, "Hey, pronounce it this way."
But wasn't that like a he actually did that?
Yes. Mustafa Ali would
Yeah.
actually went to Tom Phillips and them. He's like, "Hey guys, like you're saying it this way. That was fine, but I want you to pronounce it correctly."
I wonder
Ah.
if someone on creative was like, "Oh, that's a cool idea," and then they ran with it.
We need
for
to say
Amos.
Amos now.
or like all respect to him, like if that actually is his
Hey, yo,
name,
I'm Amos now.
yeah,
Yeah, kills Samoa Joe.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
this match was okay. The ending was kind of neat, and that was about it for this.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care too much. I mean, the only thing that mattered was like double R comes with a guitar into the ring, and Amos kicks the shit out of his hand when he tries to swing it at AJ. I'm like, oh
Double R.
yeah, racist Riker.
Oh,
Racist striker.
I was like,
Double R.
What the fuck?
Robert Roode.
Robert Roode? Like he's on SmackDown. He's all right.
So my biggest takeaway from this match, I was paying attention for like a good half of the match,
Yeah.
like actually watching the match actively, and I got really bored because it was choptastic.
Yeah.
It was very reminiscent of I don't even know if it was reminiscent of like older style wrestling, because even back then, like,
I mean, kind of. So, I've watched a lot of wrestling in my life, and I've even gone back and watched stuff from like the 70s and 80s,
Oh
and
man.
it is way different from how wrestling is now.
Well, yeah.
It's, and I'm not talking AEW indies kind of more fast-paced style. I'm talking about like even WWE style, which is relatively slow-paced compared to in Japan or the indies most of the time. But yeah, like this match kind of felt like that.
yeah,
It was really, it was slower and more methodical.
I could honestly I'm probably way off, but I could probably count on my on one hand how many like big moves they did.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like all I felt I was seeing was just like chop here, chop there.
Yeah.
Like, like smack here, smack there.
But then again, like also
And
Elias
AJ
isn't
is
known
like,
for like the best matches either.
That's true.
yeah, but like still,
that-
like
that's the
AJ
thing.
isn't AJ like a really,
He
really
is.
top performer though?
AJ is probably one of the more one of the more beloved wrestlers for being a great performer in the ring.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, you can only take your own skill so far.
Yeah, I figure.
There's a lot of times, people always say either John Cena's a bad wrestler or even Roman Reigns is a bad wrestler or whatever. But even if they've had great matches in the past with great opponents. And that's kind of the thing that AJ's able to do is bring people into great matches.
I mean, I will say that also Elias looked pretty good in this match.
Yeah.
Even, like, it wasn't the most exciting match in the world, but like AJ tried with what he got.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like maybe that's just because it's Elias's like skill ceiling right now.
I mean, maybe it's kind of we don't really care as much right now because we're not trying as hard. That's how I felt about WWE in general for the last probably 6 months. Was everyone's just kind of meh, and it seems like they're not really bringing their great skills to the ring a lot of times because like who cares?
Maybe because of like COVID era, do you think?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh man,
that there's no crowd, so
it's no fans.
I mean, the crowd is a big part of wrestling.
Yeah,
that now that we're however many months into the Thunderdome and essentially 9-10 months into no crowd, and it's super weird. It's still weird to this day.
Oh yeah,
Thunderdome helps a bit, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Because I actually don't know how it sounds like to the wrestlers. Exactly. I don't know, like if the crowd noise is like piped in afterwards.
I think it might. I don't know if it's put in. I don't know.
I think it's during.
Maybe.
You think so?
Because you wouldn't have time to edit that quick. You couldn't edit on the fly. Like they probably have like when they initially air it East Coast, they probably have like a 10-second delay like that you normally would have with live shows.
Yeah.
There's no way you can pipe it in that quick. I guarantee.
I'm assuming they do because whenever they have like certain things like for example when Daniel Bryan does his yes thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like, oh shit, he's doing it. Oh fuck, I missed the first one.
That's what I think. There's a guy in the back with a soundboard of buttons. Here's the boo chant. Here's the yay chant. Here's the yes chant. Here's the X person sucks chant. I'm pretty sure there's a guy with a soundboard.
Oh man.
Pushing the buttons as they needed to be pushed.
We need to get that soundboard.
We have one.
We have a
but
super
like
nice one.
we need to have like a soundboard with like 100 sounds already on it.
Yeah. No, those buttons. There's boards that are just those buttons.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah,
they're pretty cool.
But yeah, AJ wins. All kinds of shenanigans.
Yep. Omos kicking the guitar like a champ.
Omos
that was cool.
Yeah, I will say the camera work for that was pretty cool because I didn't even see him get into the ring when he did. I'm like, oh, nice.
He just teleported.
He
phased into the ring.
No, he fucking learned instant transmission from AJ.
Oh man.
And then you move 10 feet. AJ has instant transmission?
It's his like master or whatever.
Oh my god.
His, like trainer or whatever.
Okay. But yeah, Omos, kind of helps, I guess. He's starting to maybe do stuff.
Oh man, here it's coming. 2 weeks or the Rumble is when he'll do something.
Yeah, I can see at the Rumble him helping AJ.
Oh man, you think he'll be in the Rumble?
I do. You know what?
Oh.
Why not? Why not? That could happen.
Who?
Omos.
Number 30?
No,
man.
Just in the Rumble.
Damn it.
Just in the Rumble.
Damn it, almost got you with that.
Just in the Rumble. Why would no?
You already saw it. It's locked in.
Yep.
Everyone heard it.
But we have after that, it's
a Charlotte Flair segment in the bag.
Oh yeah, I didn't even write that down. That's
I did. I was super mad because like at one point she says, I wasn't the favorite, but I'm going to defy the critics. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're Vince's favorite.
Fuck off with that.
For everything, lady.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the stupidest thing she said in a long time.
What the hell is this? Like,
get out of here.
Like, if you weren't Vince's favorite, why would you automatically come back and get a title shot for something?
I want to know one person who was watching TLC that when Charlotte showed up did not immediately think, oh great, Charlotte and Asuka are going to win the tag titles now. I want to know one person who didn't think that as it happened. I guarantee everybody thought that. As soon as she showed up, oh, Charlotte's going to win the belts now.
We can make a bet out of this, and I can find someone who doesn't watch wrestling.
But that doesn't count because they have no idea what's going on. People who watch wrestling.
Oh, damn it. I could have bet $100.
Oh, hey, cousin who doesn't watch wrestling. Do you know who Charlotte is? No. Cool. Like, that doesn't, no.
Just say she's not going to get the title so I can win money.
No.
Damn it.
Cheating. But yeah, Charlotte, who cares? Whatever.
Moving on.
Yeah, that's all that. And then, like, they start heading to the ring.
Yeah.
I do like how when Rick is going to the ring, it doesn't even look like he knows what the fuck is going on. He's just like, oh, look at all the colors. Like, oh, screens.
Yeah.
Like, oh, just leave home. Let like Rick stay at home already. You don't need all the legends
he's a legend
all the time.
And it's Legends Night.
Like, there's some legends that denied to come because like X-Pac, he had a whole quote where he says like, hey, every time they have a Legends thing, it's always like me and my friends on it. Like, let us stay home already. I'm tired of doing this all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Like, what was Stone Cold?
Doing a podcast?
Not wanting to go to Florida and get COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, where was Shawn Michaels? He's a legend. Why didn't they have him? Or Taker, I guess.
I don't know.
Like,
Yeah,
even for
I
like a
don't know.
video package, you could have done that.
Who knows?
Whatever. Either way, we do have a section where it's like the Big Show is sitting down and Riddle shows up, and he's trying to
he's already talking to Riddle. Yeah,
and he's trying to convince him to change his name to the Big Bro.
The Big
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah,
Like,
he actually says
damn
it too. The Big Bro.
Yeah, like,
that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
And after that, like Riddle says, "Hey man, I gotta go do other stuff. Think about it." And this is when dumbass Randy Orton comes up,
Yeah,
and he's telling like Big Show, "Oh man, like how's it feel not being able to go back to the ring because of me and etc. and etc." And at one point, he actually like puts his hands on the Big Show's throat, but like the Big Show doesn't do anything.
yeah. Well,
What the hell?
He's about to do something, but he's like, "Oh, you're trying to get me
But like trying to get him to do what?
to like fight him." I don't know.
Just kill Randy right there,
I don't know.
and then walk away.
But then Randy's right
That's
With what?
true.
about something. I don't know. Randy was on screen, so I was like half paying attention.
Yeah, this was the whole thing the whole night. Like Randy taunting all the legends to fight him, but none of them do. Why?
He does it like what 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah, because he did it to Big Show.
Yeah.
He did it to Mark Henry, and he did it to Rick.
Rick, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I understand why Ric Flair doesn't want to fight him because that.
Well,
I don't want to see that. Rick just needs to
it's
stop.
like 708 years old.
Oh man, yeah.
What? He's another one with the phylactery, just like the Fiend.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, Ric Flair's definitely a lich.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh man.
What does that make Vince?
A demi-lich.
Oh.
No, because I think
That's like-
Ric Flair's older than Vince.
Oh, okay.
A Draco-lich.
Just a little bit though.
Yeah, by a couple years. Because Vince is like 75, I think.
Yeah.
I know Rick is around the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's older. Either way. But yeah, Big Bro, Randy Orton being weird, nothing happens.
No, Rick just goes like suck the youth out of somebody else, so he stays alive forever. It's pretty cool.
I don't know, man. When
He's
we
like the mummy.
Yeah.
Red.
when we last saw him, he looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he's up next basically because it's Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans versus Flair and Asuka.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair is there with Charlotte because why not?
So
It's
I did write
Legends
down,
night.
all right, cool. So Charlotte comes down with her dad. Where's Asuka's dad to come down the ring?
Japan?
Oh man, I
mean,
want to see that.
I don't know who her dad is. I'm just gonna say it's Masahiro Chono.
Oh man,
That'd be cool if Chono randomly showed up,
shit.
or Muda, you know,
Woo.
Well.
because like they both have the kind of face paint sometimes, and then like they spit the stuff,
Yeah.
you know, the poison mist.
Oh, speaking of, where was Tajiri for this too?
What was he supposed to be there?
No, I was just saying, like, he's a legend. Why isn't he like
He's
ever?
not a legend.
Why
Okay,
not?
Okay, take that back. Tajiri is a legend. He's
Yeah.
not a WWE legend.
Yeah, but like, I'm assuming why wouldn't they just bring him back for
Why
like?
would they bring him?
Because like it's a name that people like might remember. Like, oh yeah, I remember that guy, and like it might bring in like more people to watch.
I don't know. I would absolutely have marked out for Tajiri,
Yeah, exactly. See,
but that's me. The
There's
average fan,
there's like other
probably,
saps out there.
The average fan probably either doesn't remember or doesn't care.
Oh man,
He was in WWF for all of 4 years, I think.
Hey, they make a pop when X-Pac comes.
But that's
out.
different. He was part of DX.
So,
What is Tajiri known for?
spitting mist in people's faces.
No. You know what he's known for? His weird tag team with William Regal. That was fantastic, by the way, but no one remembers it.
Oh man.
Wait, the Regal?
Yes.
Oh man, what?
Tajiri and Regal had like a thing where they used to do the thing where like, oh, we hate each other, but we're a good tag team.
Oh, okay.
Like they won the tag belts at one point.
The Naya and
Yeah, something like that. And then what happened with Sheamus and Cesaro at one point? It's got that kind of thing. But it's when Regal was the GM of Raw, and he was acting like he was kind of like British royalty, and he was like the prime minister.
Rad.
He had like an office with a desk and like tea and like picture of the queen and a bunch of other dumb
Yes.
shit. And Tajiri was basically his like racist like servant.
Yes.
It was really bad, but it was also pretty entertaining.
But again, like I think he would like be considered like they bring back anyone who's
I
around
don't
that
know.
era anyway.
Tajiri is not a legend in the eyes of Vince McMahon.
Oh man.
Or the people writing this. That would have been great. No, I don't think so.
Missed
I don't think so.
opportunity.
The match was okay. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it was fine. It's
Like, so the story, the big story out of this whole match was like the entire time Lacey is like trying to woo Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So she's trying to rob the grave, clearly to get in that will, I guess.
Cool.
Rob the
Rad,
what?
I guess.
Rob the grave.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian.
what is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's an actual
Like
thing.
not robbing the cradle, she's robbing the grave. Like,
Yeah.
Interesting. That's
She's
the first
going
time I ever heard
after.
that.
She's going after
that will.
wheeling and dealing, kiss stealing Ric Flair. But yeah, basically that whole thing happens. Lacey Evans keeps trying to get a smooch from Ric Flair, I guess.
yeah.
And then Charlotte's mad.
Well, at one point, like, they both get bounced off the rope.
Yeah.
And, like, Rick, I don't know if he's, like, because he's blind, or maybe he's just got so, like, turned on that he wanted to grab Lacey, but he, like, tripped Charlotte instead.
Yeah.
So, what the hell was that?
I think it's just the ending of the match of Ric Flair's, lust and his desires.
Oh, man. Rick's trying to get some punani.
Yeah. Hey,
Go
man.
Rick.
Yeah, and then he ends up causing Flair to lose.
Hey, come on, Brian. If Hugh Hefner could do it till the day he dies,
I
Rick
guess.
can too.
But yeah, so
But,
Ric
like,
Flair.
it was a really weird,
I
moment.
get it because it was the mini story within the match where Lacey was doing stuff and then Rick was like, oh, sure. And then like, whoops, oh, then Charlotte loses.
Yeah, but like the moment that like where he like tripped Charlotte or whatever,
Yeah.
it was just really weird because he like reached out and like barely touched her.
I
And
mean,
then,
it was
just a
definitely
weird.
Yeah, but like you don't want like Rick to like grab on someone's leg fully and like his arm come
yeah,
off.
his arm flies off.
You don't know. I do want that. No, what?
But
I do
yeah,
want
so
that.
Rick causes Charlotte to lose. Lacey and Peyton beat the tag champs, but they're not for the belt, and that's like a big deal.
Yeah. And then afterwards, like Charlotte goes to yell at her dad.
she's done this basically every time he's been at her side and he's caused her to lose.
So
Oh,
is this a
running
heel
thing?
turn?
It's not a heel. It's not a heel turn. This is a Charlotte Flair character staple.
Yeah.
She has done this multiple times in the past over the years, where she basically tells him, "Stop interfering in my matches. Just, I understand you want to watch and you're proud of me, but just go away. You can watch from the back. Don't fuck up my matches anymore." And he's done it a couple times.
But like, didn't she invite him to the ring?
I don't know.
Because
I
like,
could
there's
see-
been other segments where like Rick is in the back watching her matches.
I don't know. Maybe
that's
he's
true.
like, I think it's maybe invited, but like they don't fucking do anything. Stand further away.
Oh, man.
Don't fucking try to grope the
Go
women
sit
that
at
are
the commentary
30, that are
table,
40
like,
years younger
snort
than
your mountain
you.
of coke.
You know. But yeah, so Charlotte loses. She's mad. Ric Flair cries and leaves.
Like I
The
felt
old
so
man-
bad for Rick.
yeah,
man.
like old man
Yeah,
sad,
I'm like,
like
But that's
walk
Ric
away.
Flair. He cries over anything.
What?
Yes.
No, he doesn't cry over anything.
Bullshit. Ric Flair cries all the fucking
Oh
time.
man.
All the time.
That's true.
That
No,
was the
okay,
whole point
he
with
was-
when NWO made fun of him and X-Pac was Ric Flair and he had like the tears.
Uh-huh.
That was the whole point. Is
Oh,
Ric Flair
God
cries
damn it.
all the fucking time.
But I still
Ask-
felt bad. I'm like, who's gonna be able to yell at
Ask
your
Casey how often Ric Flair cries. And he'll
Oh,
tell
man,
you.
he'll
I'm
let you
serious.
know.
Do it.
Well, I want old Rick to come into the ring and do the thing he did in WCW with all the money and
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like
throwing
taking
his
off all his
shoes and,
clothes
like,
and stuff.
getting
Like-
naked, basically. But yeah, after that, it's Drew and Sheamus backstage, and then Hogan's there, and Jimmy Hart's there.
Oh my god.
Man, I will say, how does Jimmy Hart look exactly the same?
yeah,
He looks
for real.
great.
25 years
Holy
later.
shit.
Well, like, but he wasn't really like wrestling, so he didn't take
Even
a
still, man.
I know he took some bumps, but like he didn't take as much stuff, so he's able
it
to
doesn't
probably take care of
matter.
himself a little bit
I
better.
still don't understand. The dude's like got to be 70 years old, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's fucking crazy, man. He's like,
I still want one of his.
he's been
jackets, not gonna
managing.
lie.
He managed for like 30 years.
I
It's
imagine that if
crazy.
he took the glasses off, you'd see the age a lot more.
Yeah. Oh, his eyes are like a black soulless void.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's everyone has fun
Yeah,
here.
This
Whatever.
is just Hogan telling Drew that he's proud of him.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Oh my god.
You're the
Why
man
are you here?
to be Hulk Hogan.
I guess, but you were already in the beginning of like the thing.
But it's Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Hart. Jimmy
And
Hart wasn't there,
yeah.
and you can't have just Jimmy Hart.
I mean, you could have put him with some other legend.
No, Jimmy Hart goes with Hulk Hogan.
I guess
Hulk Hogan
I'm
can be
trying
on
to-
his own. Jimmy Hart is an attachment to Hulk Hogan. So Jimmy Hart is there. Hulk Hogan is automatically attached.
Oh god damn it!
It's just how it works.
But I didn't pay for two people. I paid for one.
Well, you get
Oh.
Jimmy Hart for free.
But I paid for Jimmy Hart. I don't want Hogan. That's the
Well,
problem.
no, you paid for Hogan.
Damn it.
With Jimmy Hart.
Fuck.
That's just how it works.
This sucks. Yeah.
Who,
this
who
work-
wants just Jimmy Hart?
I mean, I'll take Jimmy Hart. Why not?
Eh,
Just go out there, like yell some nonsense through his like
His
teeth
megaphone? Yeah.
Like,
I
Show
want
off your
one of those.
jackets.
I want one of those jackets.
exactly. That's the only thing I want
I
from
wonder how
Jim.
much
Like,
those are. Those cost to get
Ah.
like your own face on the back of a jacket.
I'm sure you could go to like the swap meet and get it like spray painted.
Yeah,
on there.
probably. Yeah.
And your name
After
in Old
that,
English, of course.
we have Riddle versus Bobby Lashley. This was a cool match, but then also weird.
It was a weird
at
match,
the end.
yeah.
They went for like a weird missed finish.
Yeah, so they do have the good match, like Asuka was saying, but at the end, Riddle kind of bounces off the second rope and he's trying to kick Lashley, and the ref ducks.
Yeah.
And while the ref is ducking, I don't know what took him so long to look back. Was he distracted again?
I think it's because, the Hurt Lock got put on him.
Yeah.
He was distracted. MVP was being, heel manager and like yelling at the ref, so the ref gets distracted. And then Riddle starts tap to tap.
Yeah.
And then dumb Bobby Lashley gives up the hold, like, oh, I won. And then MVP's like, oh, yeah, he won. And the ref's, oh, I didn't see it. Oh, and then the match restarts. And then Riddle, wins with a roll up.
Yeah, like a huge roll up, a roll up. Holy shit!
Yeah, but it was just kind of weird. I mean, I get what they were going for. That the Hurt Business has kind of like they fucked it up for themselves.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it does protect Bobby at least on this because he did look strong in this.
Yes,
and even though he lost, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of want to see a rematch.
He lost to like a dumb roll up, like surprise, like, oh no,
yeah,
I didn't,
like
kind of
at least this is an actual good way to do a roll up.
Yes,
because this is actually like a smaller dude managing to pull something off on a bigger, gigantic, scary man.
For sure.
So I'm like, oh,
I liked the match. I feel the ending. They could have done the ending the same way, but they could have made it a little more obvious what happened. Because I had no idea what happened.
Yeah, that's why I asked, why was the ref so distracted after it? I thought it was just like, oh, duck the legs. Then turn around back to the match. What are you doing?
One thing this reminds me of is one of the match that that Undertaker had with Brock Lesnar right after he lost the streak that the Undertaker won. The Undertaker tapped out to whatever hold, but the ref didn't see it. And the crowd does, and Paul Heyman does, and Paul Heyman kind of freaks out, but then like Lesnar gives up the hold, and it's the same situation.
Okay.
But in that situation, because the crowd kind of freaked out and Heyman freaked out, they told a better story of, oh, the Undertaker tapped out, but he didn't lose the match.
Okay.
And that to me was better. This one, it happened so fast.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
Maybe if they would have distracted the ref a little bit better, or like maybe actually hit the ref. So like not to knock him out, just to like to bump him. So he's like,
I can see that where like the ref gets a little hit, and then like he's tapping out, and then like the ref comes to, and then as he that would have been better, not just this weird missed view thing.
Well, like Bobby Lashley had him in the Hurt Lock, and basically swings
him away,
and then the ref has to like duck and dodge. Then like in the replay, it shows that the ref like goes all the way around the ring, and there's like a circuit of the ring. And
I almost think they would have they needed a better camera angle and had to have to hold a little bit longer to show Riddle tapping out.
Gotcha.
Because it happened, and then I'm like, oh, it's over. What the hell happened?
Well, later on, they do show a replay where like they have like a shot of it.
Yeah, but I don't want it in the replay. I want to see it like, oh, camera angle 2. Okay, Riddle taps out. Oh, Bobby Lashley wins. There's no bell. What's going on?
When it happened, I was confused too. But
it was a weird, confusing ending, and it happened too quick. If they had like drawn it out even a little bit longer, it would have worked better, in my opinion.
So another good thing about like every time like MVPs with Lashley, like they zoom into MVP and he always says like a dumb movie reference.
Yeah.
And this one was from the Warriors when he says like, oh man, he's got nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I'm like, oh, I got that one too. I can't wait till he busts out like a Naked Gun quote next time.
Oh man,
nice beaver.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Don't call me Shirley.
After that, we go backstage again. Mark Henry and Ricochet.
Yep, sexual chocolate on his knee scooter.
I'm not sure what's going on with his foot.
He's probably just old, man.
Maybe.
How old is he now? Like 60 something?
No, he's not that old.
No.
Well, usually one of those things like because like when your legs gets hurt and they give you like a weird scooter.
He started pretty young. He's probably in his 50s.
Okay.
Mid 50s.
Maybe he just got injured or something.
I mean, he's a big dude. Yeah. They take a lot more punishment on their body.
It's gout.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey man. He's living like a medieval king.
Yeah, he likes that liver, man.
Yeah.
But it's so good, Brian. I can't
and of course, Randy Orton shows up again, and he's a huge jerk, and he's talking shit at Mark Henry.
Why would you do this?
Because it's Randy Orton.
Well, why to Mark Henry though?
Because it's Randy Orton.
So sexual chocolate.
I really did want like where Mark Henry kind of like scoots away, and then like Orton turns around, and all you see is like the scooter flying back to run over Orton. That's I so wanted that to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Take this.
Yeah, what I wanted, it just like huck the scooter at him, like, knock Randy Orton on the back of the head.
But yeah, that's kind of it. It's just Randy Orton being mean again. We don't really get much,
Yeah, see, like at that point, why wouldn't all the legends get together and go, hey, Orton's being a dick. Let's just go kill him.
Yeah, go beat
I
his
don't know.
ass.
There's
I
like
mean,
9 of us.
I don't know if legends at their current power level can beat current power level Randy Orton.
Even with weapons and stuff?
Maybe with weapons.
Yeah, see, like,
Maybe with
you got
weapons.
a scooter already.
You don't think
get a
Sergeant Slaughter
chair.
has an old Vietnam era like
an
fucking
M60?
M60 like a pig? Yeah,
I mean, maybe.
come on.
Yeah,
But
there's a bunch of stuff they could have killed Orton with. That's why I'm like, God, this is garbage.
Tatanka had a tomahawk. In that
Oh
one
man,
scene. Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool.
and
kill
get him.
Orton on TV.
Yes.
After that, we go to Mandy Rose versus Shayna Baszler, kind of the continuation of this sort of
Oh,
feud.
there's the Bobby and MVP segment right before that,
yeah.
where like they're mad that they got robbed of a victory and stuff, and of course, it's not the next time they see Riddle, they're gonna like punish his punk ass.
Oh man,
I'm like, oh, I'm
gonna
glad
kill
you
him.
didn't leave out some words there. We're gonna punish his ass, literally just his ass. I'm like,
Wait a sec.
Oh.
we're gonna see him in the locker room and take him to the showers.
oh man. All right. But yeah, Mandy versus Shayna Baszler. As Mandy's like coming down, Shayna basically just kills her.
Yeah. Well, like one hit KOs her
Yeah.
basically.
KO. And then Dana Brooke comes down to help her. You know, they're friends, sexy muscle friends.
Yeah.
But she comes out in street clothes.
Yeah.
This is what like bothered me out of all this. I'm like, if you came down in wrestle gear, I guess whatever.
I don't
like,
think, but I think the story they're telling was Dana Brooke wasn't expecting to wrestle. And so when she came out to help her friend, she comes and helps her friend, and she's so mad that she wants to wrestle Shayna Baszler anyway.
yeah, because like, how long was this match? This segment total was like what, 5 minutes?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
really short.
Yeah, it
Because
was
then
like-
Dana Brooke
Yeah, Dana comes out like she gets
wins instantly, basically.
yeah.
Over
Because
Shayna
Mandy
Baszler.
comes out, Brooke Baszler kills her.
Yeah.
Then Brooke comes out and then like immediately wins the match,
Which was weird.
and then Mandy and Brooke just like throw Baszler out of the ring, and that was
Yeah.
it. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like I forgot who was watching with us, but like I think they went away for like a little bit. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
came back like, what the fuck happened? Like
Yeah.
I just saw someone come
I
down.
thought
I'm
this
like,
was going to be a match, and then it's over in 10 seconds. I don't even remember what Dana Brooke did to win.
a hold, I think.
Okay.
Right?
It was so quick.
Oh yeah, because like it was Baszler was doing the Karafuda clutch.
Yeah.
And she reverses it into some weird hold, and that's how she wins essentially.
Okay.
And that was it.
Did Shayna tap out?
No,
Okay.
I just put but Brooke wins with like clutch thing, and I'm like, oh okay, whatever.
Yeah, so it happened so quick. I like looked away, and then the match is over. I'm
yeah,
like,
exactly.
what happened?
I'm like,
you know?
what happened?
But yeah, I mean, I guess it's good in the sense that it gives Dana Brooke and by extension Mandy a win over Shayna and by extension Nia,
I guess
because they've been looking like not great. It's not great for Shayna Baszler for sure to lose literally in like 15 seconds.
exactly.
But I can see that they're trying to develop a story where maybe Dana and Mandy are a solid team, whereas Shayna and Nia aren't. And now that Shayna and Nia don't have the tag belts anymore, they're kind of falling apart.
I mean, Nia wasn't even here. Like,
That's
where
the
the hell, where the hell was like your tag friend?
That's the thing is, I think they're maybe
Loser.
either trying to
This
dissolve
wasn't
that
even-
team, or they're trying to make it seem like they're not a good team anymore, and
I
they've
guess.
kind of won as a fluke. But I don't know.
Nia wasn't even on the show.
I mean,
yeah, that's true. Huh?
I'm
She
much
wasn't.
more of a fan of the Sexy Muscle Friends as a team than
Oh,
I was
yeah.
Shayna and Nia, because they're like a coherent team.
And they actually have a cool name.
Yeah,
That's as far as my like for them.
Sure.
Hey, you got a neat name.
But yeah.
Keep it up. I want to see some merch.
After that, we go to Ric Flair having a bad day.
Oh yeah, because in the background it's like
Sad
what
Rick.
Ric Flair, IRS, and Molly Holly are back there.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, oh, you guys are here. And yeah, this one, Randy Orton comes up and like breaks up the gang,
yeah,
and he talks shit to Flair, saying like, oh, you're not the Flair that I once knew. I'm like, no shit, he's not the Flair you once
yeah. It
knew.
was 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Let the man like age in peace. Like let him die. He's probably like in agony all the time. We just don't see it.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
He
You don't-
screams
you don't-
in his sleep
You don't
and
wrestle.
when he wakes up.
You don't wrestle for 40 years and not probably be in immense pain your whole life.
Yeah. You don't survive a fucking plane
Plane crash. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm
man, he was saying
curious-
that wasn't the real Rick. So is this a synthetic Rick that we're
It's
watching?
not. Yeah, it's not real Rick.
Oh man, it's duplicate robot Rick.
Oh man.
Rick is still young. The real one is somewhere. He's hanging out with Tupac. It's
Oh
fun.
Yes.
shit. He's on the island, man.
Oh man.
Tupac and Elvis are there. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go in that to Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy for some reason.
I don't know. Like,
And then they were saying Jeff Hardy's a legend.
is he?
That's what they were saying. Like, oh, the legendary career of legend
They were
Jeff
saying
Legend
that.
Hardy.
Yeah, they were.
They kept referring to him as a legend.
I-
Which, sure, I agree. But it was in the sense of, like almost like he was done, like he was retired, like all the other guys.
Well, I think they were trying to play up Randy
For sure.
because like,
That's the legend
he's
killer?
a legend
Yeah,
killer,
yeah.
blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense, but I don't know. It was just weird.
So I think this match was just put together clearly just for ratings because these guys have had their feuds in the past.
For sure.
And who knows how many matches at this point.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just like, oh, remember this feud? Like, let's just put them together.
Yeah.
And you also get to see Jeff Hardy. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah.
This was a match. And this was like a typical Randy match where it's super boring. Jeff tries.
Yeah, I mean,
He
but
does
like,
try.
Not even
does
Jeff
try.
Hardy can make it exciting.
The one cool thing about this match, though, was one hold where like Randy puts his like fingers through Jeff's like
Yeah.
ear holes
Yeah.
and pulls on him. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
I
It was
think
weird.
I think I
man.
brought it up to our other friends. I think Jeff Hardy has a weird ear hole fetish, where he likes them getting pulled on because they've been doing it a lot lately.
Oh, well, yeah, there's a reason why you didn't see the camera go below, like, Jeff's pants, Brian.
Oh,
No!
that stands out a little too much.
No!
that's why.
Stop!
They got to edit
No.
it out.
Get out of here. But yeah, Randy wins. As expected. I don't think Jeff Hardy was going to beat Randy
Yeah.
Orton in this situation. You need
Yeah.
Randy Orton to be the legend killer.
And then, like, the next segment was just like, hey, Lucha House Party, find Melina. Lucha.
Lucha.
And that was it.
She's Spanish, right?
I guess? I
Yeah.
don't really know.
She's Spanish.
Some kind of Spanish? I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, Lucha House Party are gonna they go fight the Hurt Business, and then basically because of Cedric, they win,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
which was super shocking. I think we all were thinking like, oh, it's a
Oh,
squash
yeah,
match.
exactly. So, like, Lucha House Party's been getting more wins lately.
Yeah.
And it's apparently they also just went to NXT. I don't know if it was this week or last week.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they picked up
Metalik is gonna fight someone from NXT.
Oh yeah, he was gonna fight for one of the belts. I forgot.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Why are Lucha House Party getting a push?
I need
But
to
then
watch that because that match was probably really good.
Oh man! But then I remember they're trying to expand into Mexico.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
want to
Oh,
go.
really? Are they trying to, like,
So like,
market?
oh
Yeah.
look, we're definitely like to push ourselves. We
Oh,
push Lucha House Party all the time and get
guess.
wins. I'm like,
Here's the fun Mexicans.
yeah, of course. They even have like the little segment right before the match where they prove that they're Mexican by talking English and Spanish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again.
Something about carnal or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
kept
wasn't
saying
paying
that.
attention because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, so Cedric basically caused the Hurt Business to lose, and like I think the cracks are forming.
Right? They
Yeah.
even like
Oh,
after
yeah.
the match, like Shelton and Cedric are arguing, and
Yeah.
MVP's like trying to break it up.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, okay, well, Hurt Business is getting broken up.
God,
I don't
really
know why.
hope not. Please don't. Just do the thing that I said a couple weeks ago. Whoop his ass, teach him a lesson, and keep them together. Don't break up the Hurt Business. They're one of the good things in WWE right now. Just please don't.
Yeah, who walks off? Cedric walks
Yeah,
off.
Cedric is
Yeah.
the one who walked
And
off
then
pissed off.
MVP is
MVP
trying
is
to
left
tell
with the-
Sheldon, like,
Yep.
I need you to,
Yeah.
hold it together, whatever.
Yeah, that's why I don't know why. I don't know what's with this weird fetish of like making a really good faction and then trying to break it up.
Drama.
And I'm like,
It's
but
just
you don't
strictly
need
drama.
to.
It's
Like
just,
keep
it's
them together and just have them with a different storyline.
entertainment.
Like you could just like instead of having Cedric and Shelton out all the time, like okay, you know what? This week we're just gonna concentrate on one of you to build a storyline, and the other guys just kind of build around him. And this week we're gonna go
But
with like
that
Bobby.
involves long-term storytelling
God
and
damn
not
it.
instant.
It's not even
satisfaction and
long-term
drama.
storytelling. It's like, hey, we could tell a short story with one guy, and he just happens to be in
How
the
long?
group.
How long does that story have to take?
More
More than 2 weeks? Nah, get out of here.
Damn it! I was gonna say from one pay-per-view to another.
No way.
Fuck.
No way. We're looking at
dreaming,
we're looking
man.
at 3 to 5 weeks. No way.
Yeah, dreaming.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Fuck out of here with that. You're off the show.
Ah, god damn it!
But yeah, after that we go backstage.
My 2 weeks.
We go backstage to Tori Wilson and Angel Garza, the sexy Mexican, is
Yeah,
there
Nikki
trying
Cross
to
is there too.
and Nikki Cross,
Yep.
trying to woo her.
Yeah, and then Tori says like, "Oh no, you should go to that room over there because Cardi B is in that room."
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
And
Why would?
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
And he's like, oh really? Okay, I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
believing you. Why would they be
Yeah.
here? And then he goes in there, and it's the Boogeyman. Yay, he's coming to get you.
Yeah, and then like he gets scared out of the room, and when that happens, like R-Truth shows up and rolls him up for
gets
his
the belt
win
back.
to get his 24/7 title back.
I did like R-Truth, Nikki Cross, and Tori skipping away.
Skipping away, yeah.
Like Alice in Wonderland, or not Alice, Wizard of Oz
Yeah,
style.
there you
what was
go.
what was her name?
Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson.
Tori Wilson.
Yeah.
Skipping in them heels, props. Holy
Right?
shit. Those were huge too.
Oh man, this one Ron Simmons also comes out after they skip away.
As
and
Angel Garza's dead on the ground, and he
Yeah.
has this dumb damn shirt, and everyone's waiting, and then you're waiting, and then
he
you're
finally
waiting,
says
and
it,
he
though.
finally says damn.
Damn.
I hope he gets paid like $50,000 to say
Oh
damn.
man,
I
gets
want
paid per letter that
I
comes out
want
of his
everything.
mouth.
I want Ron Simmons to succeed in everything he does because he's so great.
So what's the background about him?
It
I don't
was-
think I've ever seen any of
So
it.
APA.
Ron Simmons, formerly Farouk.
Okay, Farouk. That rings a bell.
So he was Ron Simmons way back in like 91, 92, maybe around there, maybe a little before, was the first WCW NWA Black Heavyweight Champion.
oh, okay, cool.
And that was a big deal.
well, yeah, back then, yeah.
That was a big deal. He then goes to WWF and does a bunch of stuff there and like kind of floats around a little bit, and then he forms the Nation of Domination
In WWF.
in WWF, which
Yeah.
was essentially a Black Panther-esque militant black faction.
I do remember hearing about them. Yeah.
You get The
theme
Rock
song was pretty cool.
joins, D'Lo Brown joins,
Yeah,
Mark Henry joins, like basically all the black wrestlers except for Ahmed Johnson join, and they have a feud with him, whatever. But then he eventually becomes one of the acolytes with JBL, who was Bradshaw at the time, and then they become the APA, where they're basically mercenaries, and you can pay them to go beat people up.
I think I remember
And
this.
all they
Yeah,
do
you
is
remember that
sit
thing where
in
like
the
they're
back.
sitting at a table and there's like a door frame,
There's a door
and instead
frame.
of like going around to talk to them, like they
You
tell
have
you to go through
to
the
go
door.
through the door, and all
Yeah,
they
I
do is
think I do remember
basically
this,
gamble
yeah.
and drink beer.
Yeah.
And that's kind
so
of
good.
He was famous for just like exclaiming "damn" at things, and then that's
okay.
all his character has been basically for the last 10 years is
Yep.
show up, say "damn," leave,
Oh, okay.
and that's why I hope he gets paid like $50,000 each time he does that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there was that. After that, we go to the main event.
Why did Drew come out first?
Because it's weird.
I did not. I'm like, he's your champion. Wouldn't he come out last?
Because Vince is weird with stuff like that.
I did not understand that whatsoever.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, because he comes out. Maybe they don't. Okay, now that I think about it, it's maybe because like the pyro comes out and like they don't want the legends to stand in the pyro.
Maybe.
Oh man, just have them off.
It exploded by the sword of the.
Oh,
no!
oh man, it's
That'd
gonna
be
be
great.
a tribute show next week for all the legends.
All the exploded legends. Oh, but yeah, so it's Keith Lee versus Drew for the belt. You know, when Keith Lee won last week.
Oh man, so like my favorite picture came out, and that's what made me think of that dumb clip where it's Keith Lee comes out. And then like Hogan like is looking at him, and the only thing I can think of is that stupid skit from South Park.
Oh my god!
Like
Category is people who annoy you. All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle.
God damn it.
good old racist Hogan.
Yeah, if you don't know, you should. Hulk Hogan is
So there's other stuff I'll discuss after this match.
not
'cause
not
God
the
damn it,
most
Hogan.
tolerant person. It
Yeah.
turns out.
Yeah.
Well, he is, as long as like certain people don't date his daughter.
Yes.
There you go.
I guess.
Yeah.
But
He
yeah.
doesn't want mixing of the races. Bro.
We get all the legends. We got all the legends up on the stage, and they all have chairs, and they're sitting down and watching it. And this was a super solid match.
I agree. This
Yeah.
is definitely the best Keith and Drew have looked. Honestly,
Yes.
for me,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great.
Well, Keith Lee looked amazing in NXT.
Well, I mean,
but-
I meant like main roster.
yeah, for sure.
Because I'm like, this was definitely raw power match.
Yes,
I'm like, dude, this was great.
absolutely.
Give me this match all the time.
Yeah.
And I'd be happy. There was definitely some spots where it, like in the beginning where like Drew is trying to clothesline Keith and he doesn't fall down,
And
then he
just
does a
no.
shoulder tackle and doesn't fall down. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god, what is he gonna have to do to kill him?
Yeah.
But like after a while, he does eventually start pushing Keith down with
Yeah.
certain moves.
Yeah, yeah.
But like Keith doesn't like let himself like just the entire match. I'm like, yes.
It's a classic Road Warrior Hawk no sell a lot of the match, and I fucking loved it. Just, get punched and you do nothing. Get,
Oh, yeah,
shoulder check,
exactly.
do nothing. It's super great.
Like
It's good when you can get a big guy like that and you make them look like a big, strong guy, and it works. And you're like, oh man, like this guy is fucking tough and a big fucking dude,
So I think a good spot in this match where like at one point Drew slaps the shit out of Keith.
Yeah.
And like Keith gets pissed off and he just starts kicking the shit out of Drew. I'm like, I don't think I'll ever want to slap Keith. But apparently this match went over time
Oh yeah.
because that's kind of what led to what happened at the end of Raw.
But
Which
yeah.
I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess.
I mean, fast forward basically to that. Drew ends up winning, which
Yep.
I wasn't surprised.
No, I wasn't surprised at all.
I could have seen Keith Lee winning. That would have been cool, and
Yeah.
I would have been surprised if that happened. But
yeah.
it would have
Not
been
this
like,
close
oh
to the
man, that would have been
Rumble.
it would have been a nice surprise. But that would have also confirmed my theory of Drew winning the Rumble again, which I
Yeah.
don't think will happen now because Keith didn't win. But Keith, Drew wins, and it's kind of sportsmanship, respect. Keith Lee leaves, and who fucking shows up? Fucking stupid ass Goldberg.
Goldberg.
God damn it, man.
Like, and he comes out, and I'm like,
No! Stop!
I was
Yes, please
so
stop.
pissed.
His promo was weird.
Okay, so what I've heard, what ended up happening was there was supposed to be it was supposed to be originally Randy, but like something,
Randy coming
because
out?
you know how like throughout the entire night Randy was talking shit on
Yeah,
Legends,
yeah, yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this promo would have made perfect sense, but something happened where I think either this match went over on time, which they said it did, and other shenanigans where that didn't happen, and Goldberg went down to the ring, and instead of like improvising or trying to make something on the spot, he just stuck with what the script told him to.
Yeah, because it was
So
like his script
this
was
whole-
anti-Randy, not anti-Drew.
So delusional Goldberg comes out to the ring and he's blaming Drew for not respecting the Legends, which everyone was confused about because you're like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about? Even Drew at one point says like, hey, I got nothing but respect for the Legends.
He really does.
Yeah,
I
so I was like, what?
See,
what
that
the
confused the shit out of me too.
Yeah, like
So,
he,
what are
he
you
was in the
talking
back with
about?
Hogan flexing and doing other stuff. What are you talking
so
about?
what was... If it was supposed to be Randy, was Randy supposed to come out?
That's what I don't know.
Then was Goldberg supposed to come out?
That's what I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen like any news of what the original script
Yeah.
was supposed to be, but I'm assuming it was probably maybe like, since they're gonna have Randy versus Drew, maybe Randy was supposed to come down and maybe RKO Drew, and then Goldberg comes out like you just said. But like the way it's played out, clearly Goldberg has no fucking idea how to read the goddamn situation,
Yeah.
and he looks like a fucking idiot right now.
I mean, like, Goldberg's never been a good promo mic
Yeah,
guy.
but like you'd
ever.
think, hey, you know what?
It's
Randy's
Drew,
not
it's
here.
not Randy. I'm not gonna do the Randy promo.
Yeah, just say you go to cuss out. You know what? Everyone asked me who's next. You're next. That's it.
that would have been great.
right.
Okay,
Bam,
okay,
done,
not
done.
great,
Hey,
but
it
it
would
would
have
have
been better than this
a
garbage.
lot better. You know, like, yeah, who's next? You're next. Leave. Show goes on.
Oh, there was also that line that Drew says, like, "Oh, fighting you would be like fighting my dad." I'm like, "Well, he's not wrong." And that's when like Goldberg pushes him.
Oh, yeah.
And then time runs out, and then the screen goes black.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, Drew sells it super hard, which, whatever, it's Goldberg,
Yeah.
sure.
And then like the only thing I could think of was that stupid SpongeBob thing.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, I'm not excited for this.
Not even a little.
at all.
Oh my god.
I don't want Drew and Goldberg to wrestle at Royal Rumble.
I don't
Why-
want Goldberg to wrestle ever.
Yes.
Ever,
so do you
again.
think he's gonna win?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid of that.
Oh.
There is a good chance Goldberg will beat Drew for the belt.
So?
That's gonna be so bad.
Oh, I know what they're doing.
Oh God.
Please.
Okay, so we'll talk about it on the SmackDown episode. But Randy or not Randy,
no. Drew.
not Drew. Roman is clearly going to win his match at Royal Rumble
Yeah.
because of what ends up happening.
Right.
Drew, let's say Drew loses to Goldberg, right?
Uh-huh.
Goldberg is now champion.
Okay.
Goldberg challenges Roman Reigns for WrestleMania.
So then the Rumble winner, who do they challenge? 3-way?
Yes.
Oh, fucking god.
Or they do like a double feature thing where they open the show with Goldberg versus Roman. Goldberg wins. Right?
Oh my god.
Goldberg is double champion.
Who would they possibly put to
Goldberg
win?
is double champion, and then someone beats Goldberg.
Oh my god, I'd hate life.
Keith Lee, maybe. Keith Lee
I'll bring
kills
it up.
Goldberg.
Like for real?
Yeah.
Oh man, let's make it happen.
God.
I'm okay with that one.
I am
Rips his
so-
spine out in the middle of the
I
ring.
am so worried that we'll get champion Goldberg in any capacity.
Yeah.
Because it happened within the last couple of years, and it was stupid.
Like every time he comes back, it's just for something extremely stupid, and everyone hates it. Like what was the last time? Was what
when he beat the Fiend.
when he beat the Fiend, and you're like, what the fuck?
and
Why
that was when the Fiend was skyrocketing, and everyone loved
and he
him.
had the belt.
And then they kill his push.
Yeah, so you're like, why?
no
do you
reason.
Why do you come back just for stupid shit like this?
Because they pay him $1 billion.
I understand that, but like, as a dude who's been in the business long enough, you think like, hey, you know what?
No, I don't
I'll
think-
come back to challenge for the title. I'm not winning.
I don't think Goldberg has ever cared.
So you're like,
I really don't.
Bill,
he
you're
was
a
he was
piece of
not
shit.
he was not a wrestling fan before he went to WCW.
hope someone kicks you in the dick.
I don't think he's ever been a wrestling fan. I think he does it because he's like a power hungry, egotistical guy who wants to be the champion.
Yeah, based on some of the stories that people tell you about Goldberg, I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see that. He's kind of a piece of garbage. Same thing with Hogan. So, what was the thing that they
Well,
play
everyone's
afterwards?
known Hogan's an asshole.
Well, no,
whatever.
what is it? The Raw Talk or whatever the hell?
Yeah.
Did you see the thing that Ali had on there? So apparently he had this whole spiel that he was in character where they're like, hey, why don't, like, people ask me, why don't you see me and Retribution on today? Oh, because we got to make time for, like, the fucking legends, essentially.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is like the 7th million time we've seen Hogan. He's just going to come in and say, hey, brother this and hey, brother that. Like, so we just trashed on all the legends.
You didn't see the laser, the sniper laser?
No. And then apparently today he put it was just a picture of him on Raw Talk or whatever it's called, and the caption in quotation marks like, I don't think we can give you a live mic anymore. So we're like, oh, he got in trouble. Oh, shit.
I mean, hey, man.
Wait, what?
So apparently he said all that just came out of him naturally.
You said on Twitter, right?
So on Twitter, he put a picture of him like just talking when he was on Raw Talk, and the caption in quotation marks, somebody told him like, yeah, we can't give you a live mic anymore. So you're like,
I mean, what do you expect when you have a guy whose career was like going pretty well, he gets injured, and then now it's shit.
Yeah.
And he obviously, you know, he probably has his own thoughts on Hulk Hogan anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, the New Day, basically, when Hulk Hogan first came back a couple years ago, the New Day boycotted him coming back.
So that's what another thing was that, like, Hogan put this whole thing out where, I don't know if he got interviewed saying, like, he doesn't understand why the new stars are so cold to him.
Because he's like, a racist piece of shit! What?
So according to Hogan, his thought process is, hey, man, I'm not coming in here to take the main event spot. I can't do that anymore, guys.
Bullshit.
Like, you shut the fuck up, Hogan. You're like, no one likes you because you're a racist asshole. Like,
right.
But yeah, that was Raw. I'm gonna rate this Raw a 5 because there was parts I liked, and seeing, you know, some of the legends was fun and some of the dumb skits. But this would have been probably like a 7 for me, except for fucking Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg definitely ruined
basically
hard.
the entire show for me because I thought it was gonna happen. I was hoping it wasn't happening, and then it happened.
I thought it was going to be Goldberg versus Roman.
No.
I could have seen that at WrestleMania. And then
I
whoever wins the Rumble go against Drew.
I feel they've built up Roman Reigns too much to have Goldberg wrestle him.
I mean, I don't know who they're going to have him wrestle now.
I don't know.
So who knows?
Well, it'll happen.
Oh, God.
Adam Pearce.
I mean, that's happening anyway.
No, I mean like at WrestleMania.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God. But yeah, I give it a 5. Miguel.
I'm gonna give it a 6. I really did like that main event match.
The main event was fantastic.
Before it like got fucking super stupid. What are the other things that I really did like about this? I mean, the New Day versus Miz and Morrison
was good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a fun match, even though like I got taken out of in the beginning. So, but like 6 is pretty good.
Sure.
Like that ending.
Yeah.
Fuck Goldberg.
Ending was fucking trash.
Like I don't want it. I'm tired of seeing fucking Hogan all the time for Legends, and let Rick stay home. He kind of needs the rest.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
That ending really killed it.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
super hard. Because like after having watched a lot of WCW, and all of his like horribleness there, like it's just
and we haven't. So speaking of that, we've gotten to one of the worst things he's done. We got to the finger poke.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst things he's done. There is one more thing that he does later that's worse.
Okay.
And it's him pulling the strings and being an asshole about it. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening to our review of fucking Raw and stupid Goldberg. We're all mad now. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Off the Muda Scale Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, any other place you find your podcasts.
You can also find us on YouTube now, so if you want to listen to us there, go ahead, you filthy animals.
We also have a Patreon, so if you would like to support us, we would deeply appreciate it.
Yes, please. Again, thank you for listening.